Last season, the Memphis Grizzlies surprised everybody when they ended up playing in the play-in tournament throughout the whole season. It looked like they were going to be the 8th seed. This year, though, it's been a little bit of a step back for them. They're currently 9-10. They had some COVID issues. Ja Morant has been struggling as of late, and we're going to be rebuilding the Memphis Grizzlies today. Shout out to all the Grizzlies fans in the comments below asking me to do a rebuild because I haven't done one in a minute, so shout out to you guys. Ja Morant started off the season really well, though. The Grizzlies had some injuries and some COVID problems, and he was playing well, leading to the Grizzlies in above 500 record, but over the last week, he hasn't been as good. Dillon Brooks has been struggling mightily this year, shooting below 40% from the field and below 30% from three. Brandon Clark started off struggling as well, but he's picked it up as of late, but his efficiency is nowhere as elite as it was last year in his rookie season. And also, a quick plug before I keep talking about the Grizzlies, I started an NFL Madden draft channel, link down below. It used to be like my in real life channel from 2018, and I want to do more NFL content because I'm really passionate about the NFL, about like Madden video games and about college football and the draft and all that. And I was posting a little bit on my second channel, but I was like, you know what? Let me just make a channel dedicated to football. It'll be the only link in the description below. I recommend subscribing over there if you're interested. There'll be a video going up like as this video uploaded as well. It will be a Madden rebuild, but I'm going to do draft content over there, reaction videos, tier list videos, ranking videos, mock drafts, all that type of stuff will be on that channel. Link in the description. Thank you if you go over and subscribe. Jonas Valanciunas has been having a good season. He's definitely maybe increased his trade value if the Grizzlies want to go that route. Desmond Bane is looking like the sharp shooting rookie we all expected him to be. I thought he was a top 20 prospect. The Grizzlies literally got him at 30. I don't know what 29 other teams were kind of thinking there because he's literally shooting 48% from three on about 4 attempts a night. He's been killing it. So we'll see where 2K takes us this year in the simulation. And also, yeah, I forgot to mention their second best player, Jaren Jackson Jr., has yet to play this year. So that's a big reason why they haven't been a plus 500 team. Xavier Tillman has also been a really good rookie. He was one of my top 5 big men coming out of the 2020 NBA draft from Michigan State. And he's been, I'd say, a top 10 rookie this year. So he's going to get the backup big minutes instead of Gorgie Zhang. I also want, Desmond Bane to get minutes. So how many man rotation will this be? It will be a 10-man rotation. All right, so Justice Winslow, I don't really have a lot of faith in him. So he's going to get like 15 minutes a night. Same as Tillman. We're going to give Bane 18. We're going to go, okay, so this is going to be the rotation. Ja, Melton, Anderson, Triple J, and Valanciunas, with Clark and Brooks kind of being the 6-man, the dual 6-man there, kind of like a Will Montrezl Harrell type. And then we got Desmond Bane, Tillman, Winslow coming off the bench as well. So we'll see how we do under Taylor Jenkins. I think he's a pretty solid coach. 3-star balance. We will stick with that now. I believe he is a free agent after this year. He is, but I'm probably going to look to resign him. Last year was good enough for me to want to do that. And I'll see you guys at the end of season number 1, and we'll see how 2K treats the Grizzlies in the sim. So we ended the season with a disappointing record as we were the 13th seed in the Western Conference, 23rd ranked team overall. I'm intrigued to see what our record is. We'll see it in a second after I go through all this, but Ja Morant does not end up on an All-NBA team. I think he will at least once in this video. Maybe the MVP could also be in his future. We will see. No rookies as well here, so we ended up 29-53. Not really where I wanted to be, but not the end of the world either, because now we're going to get a top pick in the draft. We'll also have the Utah pick a couple years from now. That could be a top pick. And we could add, imagine we win the lottery, a Jalen Green to this team. Imagine we could add an Evan Mobley, something like that. So Ja Morant played amazing, 25 points, 9 assists, 39 from 3. I'm surprised he wasn't most improved. Jaren Jackson Jr., 16, 4.5. Still a solid player, over a block a game, shooting well from the line. Respectable from 3, so I will take that. I might send him to a rebounding camp, though, in the offseason. Dillon Brooks, 15 points, 3 assists, 37 from 3. A nice season from him, better than what he's doing in real life. Jonas Valanciunas is a perfect trade candidate. I'm going to call up the Boston Celtics on draft night and see what they will give me for him, because I think we should tell him why his value could be at an all-time high and try to target a team that could use a center like the Celtics. DeAnthony Melton, not a bad job in the starting 5 either. 10-5, shooting 38 from 3. Yeah, I like to see that for somebody that's making about $10 million a year. Brandon Clark, 9 points, 6 rebounds, 54 from the field. Didn't take any threes. Does he have a 0 3-shot tendency? Okay, we might have to work on that. Desmond Bane shot really well from 3. Tillman offered me 7.5 and 4. 55 from the field. And then there's Winslow and Kyle Anderson. Both these guys, I don't plan on being back. Actually, Anderson might, because I don't think any team will take his contract. All right, so from now on, I don't know if this resets next year, so I will double check it. But Jaren Jackson Jr., I got to make sure they're really just focusing on rebounding. Or maybe I can't do it at the end of the year, because I look at his like defensive rebounding. Yeah, I can't really edit it. Okay, so I'll do that at the start of next year's season. And then I do want to see, what is Brandon Clark's shot top 3 tendency. Is it as low as I think it could be? Yeah, it's at a 0, but he has a 50 shot up 3. Okay, why is it that? We're going to put it at a 30, I think is pretty good for him. And the 76ers win it all. Joel Embiid is your finals MVP. This could be a future finals matchup, like the realism 2K. So it's draft lottery time. You guys know I have a love-hate relationship with the lottery. 7 does seem a little low. We'll see if we get any luck. I'm hoping we don't fall to 9. That would suck a lot. All right, so the Portland Trailblazers staying at 10. We'll see if we can fall to 9. I would love to get, some luck here. Okay, so we're not 9 either. Just don't put me at 8. Who's ever 8? If they move up, then we're going to be at 8, which could happen. And yep, that is the case. I hate 2K. So we have the 8th overall pick in this draft. I don't believe we have any other first, and that is true. I'm going to look to keep Taylor Jenkins. I'd like to give him at least maybe a 2-year deal. If we need to fire him down the line, we can. But I'd like to give him another shot. So yeah, we'll give him a 2-year deal worth about like 3.75 mil. We'll keep Blake Aaron or Ahern. Yeah, Ahern. And then Scooney Penn. Okay. That's a pretty cool name. And then Danny Brown, I'm going to fire if there's nobody out here. Or does somebody have an A- training? Yep, Randy Martin. So we're going to fire Brown, the rapper, and we're going to pick up Randy Martin. There we go. We get both them back. Actually, yeah, we get Jenkins back, but a new trainer. I'm going to fire Henry Gregory. His ratings really do suck. So we're going to pick up Owen Masters to be our assistant GM. And Nathan Mason's ratings also suck, so we're going to pick up Nathan Thomas. So it is the NBA draft time. So there's a couple of players that I could target here at pick 8. One could be BJ Boston. One could be Jalen Green if they were to fall to me. Jalen Johnson would also be a nice case. We could go small forward in this draft as well. If we're looking a little bit down the line, I was maybe targeting James Bouknight, but they have him going pretty low. Okay, 27th. So I'm going to call up some teams, see who potentially wants Jonas Valanciunas in a trade. All right, so I'm going to offer this trade to the Charlotte Hornets. I was going to try to get their pick this year, but they have number 1. So, yeah, this package isn't giving me number 1. So, it's going to be Jonas Valanciunas, an expiring deal, and Tyus Jones, who we didn't play last year, also an expiring deal for Nick Richards, who they really didn't, they didn't play at all last year. And then they picked up the Golden State's top 3 protected pick next year. I'm not sure how they did that. They have Robert Covington on the team. I will take a look maybe at the transaction report to see if he'll still be up. But yeah, we're going to offer this trade to them, and they agree to that. So now we'll have 2 first-round picks in the 2022 NBA draft. If we were to take a look at the transaction report, yeah, wait, they also picked up Draymond Green and then shipped him for Robert Covington. So what was this Draymond Green trade? Terry Rozier for Draymond and a top 3 protected first. Honestly, it's an interesting deal. It is. I like the Warriors. Obviously, Draymond is really important to them on the defensive side, and he's been there for so long. But, like, if you're going, like, Rozier's a pretty good player, and you're getting a first-round pick in return for, I guess, the contract, but 2K makes Draymond Green regress so, like, poorly. That's why they had to give up a first. So, we have just 1 first-round pick in this draft. I don't plan on making any other moves. We have 2 seconds. Let's see who falls to me at 8. And if we take a look at the draft summary, Jalen Green off the board at number 1. You got Suggs, Mobley, Cunningham, so Mobley and Green I would like. Also, Jalen Johnson I would have really liked as well. He goes 5. BJ Boston goes 6. Damn, and Zaire Williams goes 7. So, I picked up, I believe, Jonathan Kuminga in my Knicks rebuild as of late, so I'm not going to go him. Greg Brown, I do like Greg Brown, but I don't plan on playing him at small forward. And can he play center? Because I don't know if Jaren Jackson Jr. can play center. That is an interesting option. We could trade down and target Bouknight at like 13. I mean, we could take him as high as 8. I think he's that good at a UConn. He's having a really good season for them. So you know what? I'm not going to trade down. I'm going to get my guy. We are going to go with James Bouknight out of UConn at pick 8. Might be a look as a reach. Maybe something that happened in the 2019 draft, or 2020, with Patrick Williams going number 4 to the Bulls. We're taking our guy at 8, even if it might be a tad bit of a reach. All right, so we also had 2 second-round picks as well. One of them being Ellis Alexander out of UNLV and DJ Jeffries out of Memphis, I believe. Yep, so we are going to sign all 3 of these guys. DJ Jeffries is a 73 overall. I don't know if he'll crack the rotation. Yeah, we do have a decent amount of guards, but I guess Melton can act as the backup point guard, and we can decide either if we want to start our top 10 pick, James Bouknight, which I am leaning towards, or Dylan Brooks. So team player options, Winslow, gonna let walk. Jonte Porter we can bring back for how cheap he is, and Sean McDermott out of Butler and Keelan Tilly out of Gonzaga. We aren't going to pick up their options, but Jonte Porter could end up as a backup big. I'm not really sure how the rotation is going to look like so far. So going into free agency, where we have how many free agents? 2 guys that I don't plan on bringing back, so let's just take a look at what our rotation would be. 1, we would have 2, 3, and 4. I don't know if Allen will crack the rotation, so I'll just say 4 to be safe. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, honestly, okay, just uploaded a screenshot, but we can roll with this. We can. I could try to play Jaren Jackson Jr. at center. We can attempt it for a year, start Brandon Clark, and then either give the backup minutes to one of these three centers. So I'm not going to go out and sign anybody. I think we need to be more respectable in the Western Conference if we want to land a free agent. I don't think we're going to be ever in a position to go out and get a James Harden or Kevin Durant or Steph Curry. But if maybe the second tier of free agents, like a Rudy Gobert, Victor Oladipo down the line, even though Rudy Gobert probably won't be a free agent in this video, Yusuf Nurkic, maybe somebody like that will target down the line, possibly next year if we're better, but it might be in 2 years from now in the 2023 offseason. So Ja Morant up to a 90, Jaren Jackson Jr. 86, Brandon Clark 83, Tillman up to a 79. That is pretty interesting. Desmond Bane up to a 77. I'm very excited about next year and seeing what this team can do. So I want to definitely target Jaren Jackson Jr. to rebounding training. So if we were to do that, first I want to send, is there a rebounding? Yes, there is. We're going to send Jaren Jackson Jr. to rebounding. Oof, from somebody that's 6'11", that is an oof. So I'm also going to send James Bouknight to Untapped Potential if he is not an A+. He's an A-, so he will be going there. And I would also like to send Brandon Clark to Untapped Potential as well. He's up to an A+ now. Sweet. So yeah, I got to go to player training, and then we got to go to Jaren Jackson Jr., which I believe will be under fundamental. Yeah, so we want to up his defensive rebounding and his offensive rebounds. So we can lower his pass accuracy down to like 2.5%. His three-point shot in mid-range down to 7.5%. I don't know. His driving layup can go down to like 4. His block can go down a little bit since he's so good at that already. And he doesn't really need to have a good ball handle. So I'm going to pretty much put 6% more into the offensive rebounding and the defensive rebounding. So we're going to do that. And let's hope that helps out a lot for him. Because in my Thunder franchise, I pretty much allocated all of Lu Dort's training to outside shooting. And he went from like a 30% from the field, 20% from three guy in like year 1 to like a 45% from the field, 41% from three guy in year 3. So here's going to be the rotation. Ja Morant, James Bouknight, Kyle Anderson, Brandon Clark, and Jaren Jackson Jr. with a bench of Dillon Brooks, DeAnthony Melton, Desmond Bane, Xavier Tillman, and Nick Richards. So it's going to be a 10-man rotation. We'll see how we can do throughout the season under Taylor Jenkins. 3.5 star balance. Okay, we like to see that, and Kyle Anderson will be a pending free agent, so we'll probably upgrade at small forward, and that's going to come in the offseason, so we got a little bit to till then. We are 19th in the power rankings. Let's hope that we can maybe be a borderline playoff team this year. So we finished the season as the 3 seed in the Western Conference. Craig Brown is actually your rookie of the year. All right, Jalen Suggs, 6-man. But let's go. That's what I'm talking about. We have a bounce back year here in Memphis, and we can keep around Taylor Jenkins. He's proven his worth. Ja Morant, All-NBA third team. Dude's still a stud. 50, 40, 90 season as well. And almost averaged 20 and 10 a night. Let's go. I don't know if we're going to get anybody on an all-defensive team. Yeah, like no Triple J. And James Bouknight is on all-rookie second team. So here were the player stats. We kind of already went over Ja. Jaren Jackson Jr., all right, he got a career high in rebounds. At the All-Star break, he was averaging like 7.3, but I'll still take it because he shot 39 from 3, 47 from the field, a block and a half a night, so a good season from him. James Bouknight in his rookie year, 15, 4, and 4 over a steal, and 38 from 3, 81 from the line. Brandon Clark averaged the same amount of points as Dillon Brooks. He averaged almost 14 and 9. Shot 33 from 3. All right, could be a little bit better. Hopefully it is next year. Dillon Brooks wasn't as good as he was last year, but still was respectable as a shooter. Desmond Bane, about 10 points, 39 from 3, as he is a first-round pick, which is huge because he'll have a team option for the next 2 years and not be a second-round pick contract where he would be a restricted free agent this offseason. Xavier Tillman, who is a second-round pick, 8.5 points, 5 rebounds, 54 from the field. I mean, oh, yeah, they signed him to an extension after, like the Mitchell Robinson thing after the draft, so that's nice that he's not a free agent. DeAnthony Melton, 8 and about 4, 44, 33, 88 splits, kind of went down a little bit. Kyle Anderson, 5, 4, 50 from the field, and then Nick Richards, 4 points. So you know what? I am not going to play Kyle Anderson throughout the playoffs. I'm going to go with Dillon Brooks as my small forward. How tall is he? 6'7"? Yeah, we're going to roll with that because then I can allocate more minutes to the young guys and see what they can do in the playoffs. So Tillman's going to get 23. Bane's going to get 23. We'll go 27 to Melton, 34 to Jaren Jackson Jr., and we'll go 28 to Brooks, 30 to Clark, and 30 to James Bouknight. So we'll see how this team can do against the Portland Trailblazers, who have the backcourt you'd expect. Nasir Little, the rookie of the year that went 10th overall. Nurkic, I mean, that's a nice front court you have for the future now, Portland. Trent, Enes Kanter, Anthony Simons, Zach Collins, and Al Horford. So we'll see if we can beat the Portland Trailblazers and get our first playoff series win in the video. As Ja has himself a great game one. Jaren Jackson Jr., a great game one as well. All right, so can we take a 2-0 lead? That would be huge. I mean, we're supposed to win the series. We are the favorite. Ja had 20 and 11 in this L. Clark 19 and 9. Willard 27. Greg Brown 15 and 15. But yeah, this is the Dame vs. Ja series. This would be a very entertaining one as we take a 2-1 lead. Win by 2 in the Rip City. Brandon Clark, I love you. I love you. He's so good. We had 9 guys in double figures in this game. Can we go up 3-1? That hurts. We end up losing by 21 points. Lillard dropped 30. Ja Morant, you know what? He hasn't been amazing in these games so far. He's been efficient, but I would like for him to be averaging like 30 points a night here. But yeah, his shot tendency is only at an 82. I'm uploading that. Jeez, I'm increasing that or upping that to a 92 or 93, and we ended up losing this game. Ja Morant had 19 and 17 in an L, and we are now down 3-2, and we lose in 6. Oh, that's so disappointing. That really is. Damn, that is unfortunate. Ja, he was okay, I guess. I don't know. But you know what? It's his first playoff series. I'm fine with that, as the NBA Finals is the Timberwolves versus the Celtics, and the Timberwolves win in 6. So we had no retirements, no staff retirements, and no Bork jersey retirements, obviously. So we can go to the lottery now. I don't know where that Jazz pick is currently at, and I saw it now. I think it is protected. It's like top 5 protected. So this would actually be pretty nice if we stay here. So 2K, don't give me some luck for once. Let me stay at pick 8 so I get to keep the pick. And are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? It goes from 8 to 3. I hate 2K. I literally hate 2K. Whenever I want the pick to go up, it doesn't. And whenever I don't want the pick to go up, it does. Whatever. All right. So we have our pick at 23. That is just so annoying. And wait, where's the Warriors pick at? Oh my God, they get 1. They get 1. If it was out of the top 3, we would have got it. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That is so unlucky. Like, come on, man. That hurts a lot. All right. So, yeah, we'll keep everybody here. We'll go to the NBA draft. So, I mean, if I were to throw up, like, those 2 picks next year, because they're going to be unprotected, which is pretty nice. Like, what could they acquire me? I think I'd be more comfortable trading the Warriors pick. Yeah, I mean, not much out there. All right, so at 23, I got Miles McBride, who's a really good guard out of West Virginia, currently in real life playing. I definitely recommend checking him out. He's been playing great here in the Big 12 at West Virginia. And we got Scotty Lewis in the second round, who's actually 3 overalls higher than our first round pick. Funny enough, Ja Morant, Clark, Bane, Richards. Yeah, those guys can come back. I'll bring back DJ Jeffries, not Porter. Alexander, why not? So this free agency class is pretty good. I don't really know what position we're really targeting. Actually, I do. It's small forward. I think I could roll with the Jaren Jackson Jr. Clark front court and then the backcourt of Ja and Book Knight, but we need that small forward that can change the game for us. Now, I don't know who that is. I don't think it's Kevin Durant. I don't think it's Jimmy Butler. Maybe it's Michael Porter Jr., but we have some free agents of our own that we need to bring back. So, actually, it's really just Jaren Jackson Jr., so I'm going to wait to see if he gets an offer. We're going to renounce the rights on everybody but Triple J. And maybe we're not going to renounce the rights on Jonte Porter, because maybe Porter can come back and then recruit his brother. Just kidding, he got signed. Never mind, unless he pops up here again, which I don't think he will. Mikal Bridges would be nice, but 2K doesn't give him the love. I mean, I would up his tendencies. Honestly, I kind of like it. I might just ball out here on... he's going to go back to the Suns. Never mind. Never mind. Zach LaVine is interesting, but I kind of want to go with Book Knight and same with Bradley Beal, and I do get them a lot. Anyway, we don't need a point guard. So it was really just... I mean, Aaron Gordon moving the small forward, but I would pass on that. So I'll keep an eye on, like, Mikal Bridges. I'll offer him this contract. I don't know if he'll accept it. Yeah, he accepts the Suns' offer anyway. So we're going to make a splash more in next year's free agency class. Ja will be a free agent and Brandon Clark, but we can get around that, you know how to do that, as Jonte Porter wants $7 million. Okay, never mind. I'm not giving or bringing him back anyway, so we will renounce the rights and go into next season with a pretty similar team. Player progression: Ja Morant 94, Jaren Jackson Jr. 89, Clark 85, Book Knight up to an 81. You'll love to see it. So we do have 3 training camps. I do want to send Jaren Jackson Jr. to rebounding there, and then I also want to send Book Knight now an A+. He is not, so we're going to send him untapped potential, and then I don't even know who I'm going to start at small forward. Honestly, I might start Desmond Bane. Yeah, why not? Let's start him at small forward this year. All right, so we're going to go with 10-man rotation and actually play our second-round pick over our first-round pick. So this will be the starting 5, similar to last year. Just take out Kyle Anderson, put in Desmond Bane. And the bench is going to be Dylan Brooks, Xavier Tillman, DeAnthony Melton, Nick Richards, and I'll give 5 minutes to Scotty Lewis. I chose him over Miles McBride. Looking at our system proficiency, it's 3.5-star balance. Now I'm praying that one of the Jazz or the Warriors picks that we own in this draft ends up winning the lottery, because there is a really good small forward in this draft that I would just love to draft, but I'm not going to get ahead of myself, and then if that's not the case, we'll target free agency or maybe the trade market. But let's get through this season first. I'll see you guys at the end of the year, and let's hope that we can win a playoff series this year. So another year, another 3 seed in the Western Conference, as I'm hoping that Jamie Brakefield and the Jazz were not very good this year. So yeah, when I go through this, please show me in the Western Conference no Warriors and no Jazz, as Ja Morant gets All-NBA second team. Could have been in the MVP convo. I don't know if we'll get anybody else, and that is the case, so please no Jazz and no Warriors. And they're both there. Are you kidding me? They're both there! Oh, I'm in Spain without the S. It feels bad, man. Like, that was my ticket to maybe getting Imani Bates, but no. They end up both making the playoffs. Great. So we are the 3 seed taking on Dallas, and I feel like the season's going to go even worse with us losing in round 1. Jaren Jackson Jr. averaged a career high. Why does it say he averaged 9.8? 2K, fix your freaking game. He did not average that last year. What? Oh, oh my God, it's so frustrating, man. Well, I don't know why that's a thing, and then we'll never fix it. Brandon Clark, because his numbers, I'm pretty sure, are correct from last year. Like, I'm pretty sure, yeah, that's what he did. So what's up with this? What is up with this? He didn't average that. James Bouknight, excuse me, had a pretty solid year. Still really efficient, just didn't score much more than he did last year. Desmond Bane, 12.5 points. He wasn't in the G League last year. I don't even know what GR is. Maybe, like, the Grand Rapids. That's the only thing I can think of, but I don't know. But here are the scoring, or excuse me, yeah, I guess the scoring for the team, leading rebounders, and then leading players in the passing game. So, for the rotation, I am going to eliminate the Scotty Lewis minutes, so we have about 5 more. I'm going to go 38 to Ja, 33 to Bouknight, and then 35 to Jaren Jackson Jr. Let's see if this can help us beat the Dallas Mavericks, who have added Paolo Banchero, Brook Lopez, and Moussa Diabate over this video. So, I'm just going to simulate the round, and just let me know if I should be disappointed. Nope, we were down 2-0. We went 4 unanswered. Oh, that's actually so nice that we didn't lose that series. So, Jaren Jackson Jr. averaged 22 and 7. Yes, that's what I want to see. He's kind of similar to player to this man right over here. Not the greatest rebounder, but really a freak with their size and their shot blocking. Now, let me just see where Ja is. Yeah, that's what I wanted to see from him last year. That really is. Desmond Bane played phenomenal in those games. How'd Brandon Clark do? He was pretty much what he was doing in the regular season, and then James Bouknight was pretty solid as well. So now we're taking on the team that beat us last year. They got the Browns as their wing players, and let's see if we can get revenge on them and knock them off and go to the conference finals. And that is the case! We sweep them! Boom, let's go! That is so hype, and we're actually playing a winnable... oh my God. Alright, like if we were playing a team that was a lot scarier than this, I'd be worried. I mean, they did go to the finals last year. I don't know if they won it. I don't remember if they won it last year. They did. They beat the Celtics in 6, so they can definitely beat us. Oh my God, we are 3 games away from going to the NBA Finals. Ja Morant. I love you, man. I love you too, Jaren Jackson Jr. Game 2, OMG. We won by 42. We won by 42. Game 3, let's go! Come on! Don't blow a 3-0 lead. Don't. Are you serious? Oh my God. Oh my God, 2K just hates me today. They really do. They've been giving me a roller coaster of emotions. We won. If we would have lost, I actually think I would have rage quit after what happened in the lottery, them making the playoffs, and then, yeah, if we blew a 3-0 lead, I think that would have been the last straw. But I don't care. We're in the NBA Finals taking on the Cavs. They have Dashi Nix, who actually played really good in the G League Ignites team today. Colin Sexton, Isaac Okoro, Love, Drummond still. They still have Allen. They still have Garland, Burke, Windler, Jetty Osman. So a pretty similar team to what the Cavs have now. They've added a couple new guys. Game 1, we beat them. Okay. Ja Morant goes off. Same with James Bouknight and Jaren Jackson Jr. Game number 3, an L, or excuse me, that was game 2. I'm just too excited right now. I think I need a break. All right, so let's just digress here. Let's recoup and figure out what went wrong in game 2. And it was Desmond Bane. Oh my God, he might have shot us out of that game. So game 3 this time, that hurts. We're down 2-1. We are down 2-1, and we cannot go down 3-1. That would just be no good. That is a massive win on the road by 20. What a fourth quarter. Ja, I need you to take over here in game 5. This is a rubber match at home that we need to win, and not a good first quarter. Not, okay, a good second quarter, a good third quarter. We can come back, and we can't in the fourth. We're down 3-2. Don't do this to me. Don't do this. Oh my God, we forced a game 7. We won by 30. Oh boy, game 7 of the NBA Finals. This is going to be interesting. Just don't go out. Oh my God, this happened in game number 5. Oh my God, they're not even giving me a shot. Oh my God, I hate 2K. We're down by 11 with 3 minutes left. Maybe I could salvage this. I doubt it. All right, so we are on Superstar. I don't know if I'll be able to do this. We'll get the starting 5 in because, like, I could score on Superstar. It's just, like, me getting stops. Okay, I'll take that stop. What? Like 2.5 minutes isn't a lot of time, especially if they're going through a full 24. So honestly, like John Morant, is he gonna get around Knicks every time? Yeah, like that. I'm gonna cheese it probably, but if that's gonna work, I'm gonna use it. All right, they're trying to pick and roll here. Jared Jackson Jr. gets the block. No, but Jared Allen gets it back, but the shot clock doesn't reset. What was that boxing out? I don't know. I don't care. All right, we have a chance to make it a 7-point game. James Bouknight, pull up. Oh, I thought that was a perfect release. That was dumb. I needed a 3, though. I needed a 3. I just never shoot with them, so that was just not a good idea. Like, if I was going to do that, I should have did it with Desmond Bane. All right, just don't. Okay, get that steal. Up to Ja. Ja, you need to score quickly. Please get to the rim. And 1. Oh, yeah, I'm not falling for that, but I kind of did. That worked anyway. Because it's very predictable when the CPU tries to draw a charge in the restricted zone or just in the paint. But yeah, it's the restricted zone. Or I don't even know. It's probably outside the restricted zone. But you just go around it. But sometimes I don't go around it enough to get a layup animation. I do the fadeaway. Luckily, I had like a 95 overall there. Kevin Love inside Brandon Clark. Oh my god, the hop step. Really, Brandon Clark. That was the... I mean, we need a 3. Does Desmond Bane run floppy? Please tell me he does. Okay, Desmond Bane. I don't even know his release. Like, this could just be horrible. But I have faith in the former TCU Cougar, I believe. Come on, not a perfect release. That's game. That's probably game. I mean, Jared Allen, take the 3 you want. I dare you. Take the 3. Okay, Kevin Love, we can't let take 3s or Colin Sexton. Yeah, they're using the whole 24. I mean, it's smart to when Colin Sexton pulls up, and that is no good. We need a 3. I mean, John Morant does have an 8+3. I should just take this with him. Someone give me a quick screen. Oh, no, I threw that way too late. I mean, God, can I get a quick screen? We're done by 9. I'm not winning this game. I might as well just shoot it there. This game's over. Well, unfortunately, I couldn't come back, and we're going to be doing one more offseason here as Dromedary is your finals MVP. Such a winnable series as well. So, I didn't give John Morant or Brandon Clark their contract extensions yet. They were both open to doing it at the deadline, but I want to see if we can maybe offer a max contract or maybe make a big trade or something here in the offseason. So, draft lottery, we're going to have 2 picks right outside the lottery, and then we'll have our pick probably at 29. Our pick is going to come at 25, actually, so I will take that. And then we have the Warriors pick at 16 and the Jazz pick at 15. Honestly, Taylor Jenkins did just bring us to the NBA Finals, but I think I kind of want to offer, I don't know, I kind of want to offer, what's his name, a contract, Nick Nurse. I feel like he's that championship coach that can maybe put the envelope for us. So does he sign with us? No, we get Billups. Okay, so yeah, I'll look to bring back Taylor Jenkins. He's got 2 offers, so we'll give him the max there. And yeah, how much do we have enough for like Trent Peterson? Oh, we have plenty. Cool. So we signed Trent Peterson. Let's go to the draft. I don't plan on drafting 3 rookies. I don't really think that'd be smart for us to do. So I'm going to attempt a blockbuster trade. I don't think we have the assets to get this done, but it'd be Miles McBride, DeAnthony Melton, and 3 first-round picks, plus my first-round pick next year, unprotected. Do they accept this trade for Brandon Ingram? They do not. All right. Instead of that pick, could I offer this? Wait. Oh, this is from the Iguodala trade. Yeah, we'll throw that in there, and yeah, so we're not getting Ingram. All right, so I'm going to draft the 3 players, but they could all be included in a trade maybe during free agency. All right, so our 3 first-round picks, man, I would have loved that player. It were Michael Foster, Scooter Henderson, and Juju Murray. I took 2 guys in the second round. I'll sign them both if I can. Wow, I can actually sign 5 rookies. Sick. We're going to bring back all these guys. I mean, we definitely have the young assets to maybe offer a trade. I just don't know what for. I mean, yeah, I was about to say, where's Ja? We're going to give John Clark the qualifying offers. I just want to see who's here in free agency. So I don't think LeBron's signing with us. I don't know if it's worth to go after Chris Middleton. I actually wouldn't mind DeAndre Hunter. Or Jeremy Grant. Because I'd mess with the shot tendency. Or RJ Barrett. Alright. I'm going to offer RJ a deal. And I'm going to offer... Wait, Ja doesn't have a real offer yet. Okay, so I'm going to offer... What's his name? RJ Barrett and Jeremy Grant contracts. Now, let me just make sure Brandon Clark doesn't have an offer yet. Okay, 6. So, we get RJ Barrett and we get Jeremy Grant. I'm going to choose RJ Barrett over him. I do believe I can play him at the small forward position. So, we are not always got an $18 million hold. Oh, okay. So, maybe I can't do that. How much am I off on this? Okay, it's pretty much Clark or Morant, and I don't want to do that. So, we are going to just have to wait till after. the 3 days to do something. Oh, okay, so the Knicks would have matched that anyway. So let me just see if Jaws got a deal from the Timberwolves. All right, we're just going to match it, and then we'll see what we want to do. We don't have to renounce the rights of Dylan Brooks if we don't want to, and let's advance. So do I have enough money to offer? I mean, we just have so many players that I just drafted. I'm going to try to make a trade. I mean, I'm going to try once again for Brandon Ingram. I don't think it's going to work whatsoever. I would have to include probably DeAnthony Melton to make the money work. Michael Foster would also be in this trade. Scooter Henderson would be in this trade. Scotty Lewis, how much am I off? 10 mil? I mean, I could probably do a sign and trade with somebody. Oh, okay. So we would do this. We would offer basically DeAnthony Melton, our 3 first-round picks that I just drafted, and Scotty Lewis for Brandon Ingram. Let's see if they accept this deal because they like the players involved. Boom. Okay, there we go. We just picked up Brandon Ingram. So with Brandon Clark back, we'd have 1, maybe 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Brandon Clark would be 8, so I would maybe want to sign like maybe a better backup center. Because we're going to get Brandon Clark back regardless. So I wouldn't mind Kevon Mooney. I'd play him a lot of minutes. But yes, so we are going to renounce the rights on Dylan Brooks. We'll do that. We're going to pick up... okay, you know, I just don't want to lose Brandon Clark. I don't want to do anything wrong here. Okay, so we're going to sign Mooney. Clark has not gotten a deal yet, so we'll just give him the 30 or 25 mil he wants. And I'm just glad I got the player I wanted in Brandon Ingram. So here's player progression. Jaren Jackson Jr.'s inside goes down. That's fine with me, I think, because I didn't really allocate a lot of training to that. All right, so our final 3 training camps, Jaren Jackson Jr. to rebounding. We're also going to do, I don't know, low post defense to Brandon Clark. And then we'll do James Bouknight to perimeter shooting. So here's the starting 5. Ja Morant, James Bouknight, Brandon Ingram, Brandon Clark, and Jaren Jackson Jr. with a bench of Desmond Bane, Xavier Tillman, Miles McBride, and Kevon Looney. System proficiency still with Taylor Jenkins is 4-star balance now. This is the best team we have had yet in the final season. Let's go out and win a chip. There we go. A 1-seeded season, second in the power rankings, but 1 seed in the Western Conference. That is what I'm talking about. Does Taylor Jenkins get Coach of the Year? He does not. It goes to Nate Bjorken of the Indiana Pacers if he's still on that team, and Christopher Bell might actually be our... Actually, no, I think that's the Pacers GM at the moment. Ja Morant, All-NBA first team. You'll love to see it. And 13 assists with 28 points. Don't know if we'll get any of the Grizzlies. I feel like I've been saying that every season, and that is going to be the case. And we're taking on Portland. It's the rival match of our playoff series in this video. They beat us. We beaten them. Let's see what happens this year. So I'm intrigued to see what Brandon Ingram did. Please tell me he scored over 20. Okay, 22 points. I would expect that with Ja Morant averaging almost 30. 5 assists, 52, 41, 90 splits. Yes, 50, 40, 90 from our top 2 players. Jaren Jackson Jr. was kind of close to it as well. He averaged a career high 9 rebounds. Now it says he played in Sacramento. Don't even bother anymore. Bouknight's been pretty consistent throughout this video. 60 from the field, 39 from 3, 87 from the line. God damn. Desmond Bane was a very good 6-man for us. He was very efficient. Brandon Clark was what Brandon Clark has been doing pretty much in this video. And then there's Tillman, McBride, and Kevon Looney, the GOAT that is coming off our bench. So, taking on Portland in round 1. I want to just go to the finals. Anything else, I'm going to... Are you... No. You're kidding me! You're kidding me! First, I don't end up getting the lottery picks from the Jazz and the Warriors. Then you make them make the playoffs the next year. And then you scare me in the conference finals, almost blowing a 3-0 lead. Then I finally build a championship team. And you make me lose in round 1.